Hi students, in the previous video we have seen the concept of Cauchy sequences. In this video I am going to discuss the algebra of sequences. Let the sequence an be a convergent sequence. It converges to A, and the sequence bn also be a convergent sequence. It converges to B. So then the sum of the sequences an and bn is converges to a plus b, and second result difference of two sequences converges to a minus b, and the product of two convergent sequences converges to ab, and an by bn converges to a by b provided bn is not equal to 0 and b is not equal to 0. So now let us move to the first theorem. Let an and bn be two sequences such that an converges to a and bn converges to b. Then limit of n plus or minus bn as n tends to infinity is equal to a plus or minus b. So let us prove the result. Let us move to the proof of that. Since an converges to a, let epsilon be positive, be given. There exists n1 belongs to the natural number such that an minus a less than epsilon by 2 for all n greater than or equal to n1. Since n converges to a, so by the definition of the convergence of a sequence, modulus of n minus a less than epsilon by 2 for all n greater than or equal to n1. So this is equation 1. Also, since bn converges to b, there exists n2 belongs to n, natural number n, such that modulus of bn minus b are less than epsilon by 2 for all n greater than or equal to n2. This is equation 2. So since bn is a convergent sequence, it converges to b. So then by the definition of convergent sequence, modulus of bn minus b less than epsilon by 2 for all n greater than or equal to n2. Let us choose n. Let n is equal to maximum of n1 comma n2. Then we have modulus of an both plus or minus bn. So this is proof of first and second, which we defined earlier. An plus or minus bn minus of a plus or minus b. So this is limit of the sum of two sequences, and a minus b is the limit of the difference of two sequences, is equal to modulus of an minus an minus a plus or minus bn minus b. So by using the inequality, modulus of an minus a plus or minus, plus you should write here modulus of bn minus b. So using the equations 1 and 2, modulus of an minus a is f1 by 2 plus modulus of bn minus b using equation 2, that is f1 by 2. This is equal to f1 for all n greater than or equal to n. So where n is the maximum value of n1 and n2. So therefore modulus of an plus or minus bn minus a plus or minus b is less than epsilon for all n greater than or equal to n. Therefore limit as n tends to infinity of the sequence an plus or minus bn is equal to a plus or minus b. Now let us move to the next theorem. Let an and bn be two convergent sequences. An converges to a and bn converges to b. Then you have to prove that limit of the product of two sequences an and bn as n tends to infinity is equal to a into b, where a is the limit of the sequence an and b is the limit of the sequence bn. Let us move to the proof of the theorem. Let epsilon is positive be given. Since an is converges to a, then there exists n1 belongs to the natural number n such that modulus of an minus a less than epsilon by 2 times of 1 plus modulus of b for all n greater than or equal to n1. So this n1 depends on epsilon by 2 times of 1 plus modulus of b, where b is the limit of the sequence bn. So why I written 1 here? If b is a limit of sequence bn, b may be 0. So anything by 0 is not defined. So therefore written 2 times of 1 plus modulus of b. So just I have manipulated this. Also since n is a convergent sequence, it converges to a, therefore an is a bounded sequence. Since sequence an is bounded, there exists k positive such that modulus of an less than k for all n. This is equation number 1. This is take it as equation number 2. So you have considered two cases. Since an is converges to a, so I written the definition of the convergence of a sequence. Since an is convergent, therefore an is a bounded sequence. so which I defined in equation 2. Also, since Bn is a convergent sequence, since Bn is converges to B, there exists N2 belongs to the natural number n such that modulus of Bn minus B less than epsilon by 2 times of k, where k is the upper bound of the sequence an for all n greater than or equal to n2. So n2 depends on epsilon by 2k. That is equation 3. Let n is equal to maximum of n1 comma n2. Now consider modulus of an into bn minus ab, but you have to show that a product of two sequence a and bn converges to ab. So this is equal to modulus of an bn minus b into an plus b into n added and subtracted b into n minus ab, which I written. By using the inequality, modulus of an, you take the common an and here also an, that is bn minus b plus you take the common b into an minus a. So product of ab, modulus of ab is equal to modulus of a into modulus of b. Here this is equal to modulus of an into modulus of bn minus b plus modulus of b into modulus of an minus a. Modulus of a, since an is a bounded sequence, so using 2 less than k. Modulus of bn minus b, so using equation 3 epsilon by 2 times of k plus rate modulus of b into modulus of n minus a, that is epsilon by 2 times of 1 plus modulus of b. So this is equal to this is equal to k get cancelled epsilon by 2 plus, so modulus of b into epsilon by 2 times of 1 plus mod b. So this is equal to epsilon. This is old for all n greater than or equal to n. So therefore you can write limit of the product of two sequences an bn as n tends to infinity is equal to ab. So now we'll move to the theorem. If an is converges to a and n is greater than or equal to 0 for all n, then you have to prove that a is also greater than or equal to 0, where a is the limit of the sequence an. So let us move to the proof. we prove the theorem by the method of contradiction. Assume that an converges to a with an is greater than or equal to 0 for all n, and a is not greater than or equal to 0. This is contradiction what I have taken. So that is a less than 0. Since n converges to a, because it is a convergent sequence, converges to a, then there exists positive integer n such that modulus of n minus a less than modulus of a by 2. Sorry, that is modulus of epsilon, where epsilon is equal to, you consider modulus of a by 2 for all n greater than or equal to n, where epsilon is equal to mod a by 2. So this implies when you remove the mod, minus of modulus of a by 2 less than n minus a less than plus modulus of a by 2. So this implies minus modulus of a by 2 plus a less than n less than modulus of a by 2 plus a. So that minus a so goes to the both sides of the inequality. So this implies, remove the modulus here. So this a, all right, a, when you remove the modulus, that becomes minus of minus, that is plus a by 2 less than n less than this a, all right, when you remove the modulus minus a by 2. Since a is negative, which I have assumed here, so this implies modulus of a is equal to minus a. So this implies a plus a by 2, that is 3 by 2 a less than an less than a by 2. So this is true for all n greater than or equal to n. This is true for all n greater than or equal to n. So this implies an less than a by 2 for all n greater than or equal to n. So this implies an less than 0, since since a is negative, so which is a contradiction to fact that an is greater than or equal to 0. So this is the proof of the theorem. So now we'll move to another property. If an and bn are two sequences such that an less than or equal to bn and limit of n as n tends to infinity, that is equal to a, and limit of bn as n tends to infinity, that is equal to b, then you have to prove that a is less than or equal to b. Now let us move to the proof of the theorem. Again we prove by the method of contradiction. Assume that an converges to a and bn converges to b with an are less than or equal to bn. This is for all n, this is true for all n, and a is not less than or equal to b. So this is our contradicted, but here you have to prove that a is less than or equal to b, but we assumed that a is not less than or equal to b. So that is a is greater than b. We note that if a is greater than b, a minus b is positive. Let us choose the epsilon a minus b by 4. Since an converges to a, where epsilon is arbitrary, I choose the a minus b by 4 as epsilon. Since an converges to a and bn converges to b, then there exists n1 comma n2 belongs to the natural number n, such that by definition of the convergence of a sequence, an minus a less than epsilon for all n greater than or equal to n, and modulus of bn minus b less than epsilon for all n greater than or equal to n. So this implies, remove the modulus here, minus epsilon less than an minus a less than epsilon for all n greater than or equal to n1, and minus epsilon less than bn minus b less than epsilon for all n greater than or equal to n2. So this implies minus a, take the both sides of the inequality, a minus epsilon less than an less than a plus epsilon for all n greater than or equal to n1, and b minus epsilon less than bn less than b plus epsilon for all n greater than or equal to n2. So this implies an inside between the a minus epsilon and a plus epsilon. This implies an belongs to the open interval a minus epsilon comma a plus epsilon. This is true for all n greater than or equal to n1, and bn belongs to the bn inside the interval b minus epsilon comma b plus epsilon belongs to the open interval b minus epsilon comma b plus epsilon. This is true for all n greater than or equal to n2. Let n is the maximum of n1 comma n2 from the above equations. You can observe that an belongs to the a minus epsilon comma a plus epsilon for all n greater than or equal to n, and bn belongs to the b minus epsilon comma b plus epsilon. So an and bn, so inside the open interval a minus epsilon comma a plus epsilon, and bn inside the open interval b minus epsilon comma b plus epsilon for all n greater than or equal to n. So this implies an greater than bn. Since I have taken a is greater than b, so therefore this implies an is greater than bn, which is contradiction. So fact that an less than or equal to bn for all n. So this is the proof of the theorem.